What's up, Lone Riders? It's Andrew here with another video about motorcycle adventure. Normally we talk about product development, but this week we are looking into the 1300 GS again because we've actually got some finally we've got some proper photos. This leak was a couple of days ago, yesterday. You probably would have seen it maybe online. Let's talk about that. So the new 1300 is the next in line to the GS range, and it's going to be on the back of the 1250, which was on the back of the 1200. So the 1300 here these two images were posted a few days ago on the Instagram of BMW Motorrad, and it gave us this little sneak peek of what to expect, but nothing substantial. A day or two later came new images, and it looks to be from a German dealership. Okay, it's in English here, it's been translated on screen, but it looks to be down here. You can see down here it's all German writing, so it looks like it's come straight off the screen. Someone's taken a photo of for marketing information or directly from a dealership, so the dealers know about it, and they also have access these days to the portal. So since today they should have access to the portal. BMW has opened that up. And pretty soon they should have more information, like within the next week, about shipping dates and stuff. But we should expect the first bikes to be delivered in November, and only a few per country. But that's the timeline. So now it is September, late September, 6 weeks to wait, 6 to 8 weeks to wait. So I guess now you can go down to your dealership and ask them to put you on pre-order, and they have access to it, so they can. But let's just jump into what we have found from the latest spy shots, or leaked shots, we should say now. So the first images were for the first most distinguishing part is the headlight. So this is the new headlight. The headlight is one of the most distinguishing features about the bike, and it is a signature. It's literally a signature for the bike. So if you see it coming, you know what it is instantly. So this is on the right hand side. This was the cover up, the spy shots from the spy shots, and then on the left you can see it's from the material, the advertising material, and that's supposedly the final design, which is very interesting. It's moving completely away from the norm. It has a lot to do with the norm standards in Europe. We can blame the lawmakers for deciding exactly what we can and cannot design. But it looks interesting because it's very distinguishable. It stands out a lot, and yeah, it's cool. I like it, and that's what you want from the manufacturer's point of view. You want to see the bike coming, and you want it to be recognizable. So they did well here, and also it opens them up, and they can actually do a few things with it. Like they can do adaptive light control, they can use indicators and stuff like that. So with these 4 partitions, they can actually manipulate the light and do a few more things than just a standard singular line light. But we'll have a look at the light development in a second. This light here, you can see down the bottom left-hand corner. I got this off the internet, off one of the forums. This was the very first GS light, and then the second one, third. Then we go up to the 1200 oil-cooled, the 1200, 1250, and then now we have the 4-pointed. I haven't got a name for it yet. The 4 light here. So that's the development. That's the overview. Unless I've missed something, but that's the evolution of the light. Pretty important feature. I like it, dislike it, let me know in the comments down below. So this is a few of the shots that we have online, and you can see that it's from the German dealership. I have seen a few more, but I'm not posting them here. If you look at the logo, it's definitely new. We've got a brand new logo here. The light is, if you can see up the top, this has been translated, but you can see up here it's got ride assist, so that'll be the radar at the front and back, and it's got a high shield here, high windshield. Down here it's got adaptive light cornering, so that'll be interesting how these lights the light actually pops out the front here, so that can get quite far out. That's pointing right around the bike there. It's just not a flat light. Very innovative, very interesting. So yeah, pushing the envelope here, which is pretty cool. For the seat variants, there's several different seats variants here with high seat, low seat, different types of variants, and also for the pillion as well, which is quite cool. They've got heated padding and all this kind of stuff here. That's quite interesting. And they've got a few different types of luggage, but we can have a look at that in a minute. So the bike also looks a bit lower and lighter and leaner, much leaner than the spy shots. That's the spy shot testing on the right hand side. It seems like that pushing. They've released the 900. And then they're just using this to fill in the gap between the 900 and the Adventure that will be coming out in a year. So generally what they do is they release the GS and then they release the GS Adventure a year later, and then it's delivered in Europe and America, or the main markets, pretty quickly, a year later, but in the other markets 6 to 8 months later. So, but if you see, they're trying to fill that gap, so they're trying to bring out the nice range. So they've got from right from the 310 to the 850s to the 900s. Then you've got the 1200 here, or the 13. Then you've got 1200s, which are legacy bikes now. After this bike's released, you got the 1300, which is actually coming closer to the 900 than bigger, which is pretty cool. It's lighter, you can see. And then you've got the big boy, the Tourer, which is the Adventure. So this is the thinking behind, I guess, that they're trying to nail. So they're trying to get a broad range of riders, which is pretty cool. So you can pick and choose. I really do like the 850 as well, Adventure. And then you've got, from the Adventure version, you can go right up to the 1300 or 1400, not too sure yet. And then you've also got the rally versions as well. The rally version's a bit lighter. We can have a look at there. There's actually a picture. This looks like the rally version in the back here, the blue one. Okay, going through the different variants, we've got a few different variants here. On the right, we'll start to the right. That looks like the rally variant, because of, it looks like the rally variant because I've got spokes here, and then you can look at the white one here. It's got alloy rims, and you've got the green set up here. So for a start, they've got three colors: blue, green, and white. Looking at these bikes, I really like it. I think the design's nailed it. I knew they would. I remember back in 2013 when they brought out the GS, I thought, no, I'll wait for the 1200 liquid cooled Adventure, and I bought that bike. But if you look at the lines on this, it's pretty badass. You know, nice curvies under here, nice lines coming through the LED light there. You can make that black, tinted windshield and stuff like that. The reaction online was negative straight off the bat, but it's expected because the first and the loudest are generally the negative. But there's already people turning. I can see already. I've seen people turn, and I understand them as well. It's something different. It's something new. They bought their bike, their previous 1200, 1250 on the assumption on their merits, and now that there's something new, there's generally going to be a little bit of resistance there, but that's expected. But this bike is pretty cool. It looks badass, and there's a few variants, setups too. They look like they're really modular, going modular as well. And the lines are nice. It looks smooth. I'll show you a comparison in a minute. But the lines look really worked out and detailed. And it looks like a piercing bike. It looks like it's gonna run you down. It's aggressive. On the rally here, different skid plate. They've got this nose part here just to give the pop that came in 2013, 14. They realised that. A few other companies add to that aesthetic as well. They look like they've got a couple of different skid plates as well. You've got this full rally long enduro skid plate, and then you've got the normal standard skid plate down here. But there's a lot to pick up here. There's these OEM light brackets here that are under there. And you've got the LED integration up here, but no LED indicator up in the top handlebars, but no indicator inside. But on the rally version, you can see there's a couple of indicators and no indicators on the right hand, and they do that because, of course, if you're rallying, you're going to crash, you're going to crack. One of the first things to hit is the handlebar hand guards. So they're removing all that tech from there and putting it into the light here. You can see actually the cap for the rear view mirror there is actually popped off. They obviously tightened it or changed it. It should be like this or square on the photo. But details, looks cool. Green. It's not my favorite color, but it's nice. A lot of people don't like this photo here. It's because the pannier system at the back blocks out the black. It's all black at the back here, and it just looks heavy. But it's a really interesting bike. There's a lot to take away from it. Just stop and look at the pictures, look at the lines. They've integrated a beautiful CNC machine heater here. The luggage, I'll come to that in a minute, but they've got a top case and two panniers there. That's the green version. That looks like the high-end version. Interesting looking foot peg systems as well. That looks like it's a little bit different. Then you've got the rally, and then you've got just the GS standard with the alloy wheels, the gold spokes, which is typical GS. At the bottom of another thing off the internet, you can see I got from a forum, a Facebook group or something, the difference between the to white 12. That's a 1200 here, or 1250. And then you got the 1300 next to it. So way more cleaner, way more slicker, very darty, quite aggressive. And this does look, yeah, it looks aged already compared to this. It looks modern. And I'm sure there's going to be a different variant to the light. Kind of manufacturer's going to design different variants for the light to please the people that don't like it. So if you can think about changing that light, what would you do? What design would you put into that to make it look good in your opinion? So the luggage system is also new. It looks like, so you can see here on the system, they've actually removed the pillion seat completely, and they look like they've got 4 points. I guess you can put a bag there. So that's pretty cool. That's one variant. You can see this whole chassis, aluminum chassis frame coming up here, and they've even removed the passenger foot peg. That looks like the 950. The GS, they've done the similar thing there. The Vario system that was previously on there look like they're doing that again, using the same systems, using the same attachment points, but different. Not 100% the same, but also 3-point. I doubt that the current Vario system will fit the new 1300. It doesn't look like that at all. So our guys have been, photoshopping in the gear, the Black Beast, the Lone Rider bike. Tell me what you think. What do you think of the bike? Are you going to buy it? Are you not going to buy it? I'd love to hear your opinion. I'm just going to shoot it over this quickly. This product is so much more detail that I'd love to look into. As a designer, I see all the materials and the lines and the designs and why they designed it like this, and it's I needed to really dig deep into it. There's heaps of small details that you can run through and have a look at it, but let me know what you think. Let me know if it's your bike. If you're gonna order one, down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions. Catch you probably next week because they're actually going to launch it officially. So see you then. Bye.